and hit the record on the computer. So normally, I got an older iMac, and normally when I'm on here trying to record on the computer, it's a little hectic, but we're about to jump right into it. First time legit live trading SPY, live trading on the TikTok, trying to set it up on an old device, but let's take care of the disclosure and the disclaimer. So please note that the following is not legal advice or financial advice and is provided for informational or educational purposes and educational purposes only. Investing in securities carries a high degree of risk and can result in the loss of your entire investment. You should consult with a qualified financial advisor or legal professional before making any investment decisions. The information contained in this presentation does not constitute an offer or solicitation to buy or sell any securities or other financial instruments. Any opinions expressed in this presentation are subject to change without notice and should not be relied upon as a recommendation to buy or sell any securities. Please do your own due diligence and research before making any investment decisions. All right, now with that being said, big shout out to those of y'all that have joined already. Mark, I see you. Okay, user 639-73473, aka Ruben, Larry, appreciate y'all. So let's get into a little bit of live trading. Now, I have already did a trade for today. I put it in my Discord community. Let me show y'all what that looked like. And we're waiting for this 10 a.m. data to come out. And I'm actually going to try to trade it, but we'll go to the Discord community so y'all can see it. And so this was the quick trade of the morning that I put into the Discord. Quick 5%, 6%. You guys know, if you're new to my Discord, my name, or my Discord, but my TikTok live, my name is Curtis G, and I focus on options trading for beginners. So this was the first trade that I dropped into the Discord, which was scalping some SPY calls. We did a quick 5%. So if you know me, I typically go for base hits. I'm not looking for grand slams or home runs every trade. A nice compounding, putting my trades on top of each other, 5 to 10%, what we can see here. So now we want to take a look at the market and see if we could find any trades to get into. So let me go ahead and bring up trading view. Of course, we want to fit this down into, there we go. We want to fit it down into TikTok. It's always weird kind of get the visuals right on TikTok on here. Let me kind of shrink myself down a little bit. Hold on. All right. So we're looking at SPY. All right, let's go back to SPY. And we are looking potentially at the 30-minute chart right here. Look on the right-hand side of the screen. So we got a few minutes left. And we're going to see if there's any bullish momentum still available. So I appreciate y'all coming through. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. Let's give some shout outs to those of y'all in here. Eagle 5, I see you. Haley Esus, Z. Will Arnold, On My Mama, Escape R22 Podcast, Fredo in the Cut, and Matt Haven in. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Okay, so we're just taking a look at SPY right now. We're on the 30-minute chart. We are on the 30-minute chart, so let's just see what happens. I feel like this light is just a little bright on the... I don't know what's saying. Let's turn that down. There we go. I feel like that's a little bit better. All right. So let's see what happens with SPY. Let's see where it ends. Connor Scott, thank you for coming through. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank you for the likes. Let's run them up. Looking for SPY. I'm going to get ready. Now, y'all bear with me because this is my first time on my setup trying to do live trading. I typically use my primary phone and computer for my trades. So now what I got to do is use another device to get in on my trades. So I'll try to open it up like that. All right. We're looking at SPY. Potentially, we might want to look at some calls. Okay. Now I'm looking at September 3rd expiration. Of course, if you're new to my live, if you're new to my TikTok, I typically focus on scalping. So I'm not much of a day trader or a swing trader. Every now and then I look for swing trades. Every now and then I look for longer day trades. But for the most part, I'm a scalper. Now, my definition of a scalper is anybody who gets in and out of a trade in less than 60 minutes. So right now we've approached and we're kind of pushing up on this previous day, or not the previous day, but the pre-market high. I appreciate the follow. I just got a follow. Let me see who that was. I can't tell. It looks like it might be Chinese or Japanese or a foreign language character. So thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. We have got about, a minute left with this first 30-minute candle. Let me bring that down so we can see it a bit better. So if you look over here where my cursor is on the right hand side of the screen, we've got less than a minute left on this candle. So we're just looking to see. Right now we got some very, very bullish sentiment, and we're wondering if SPY is going to continue to break above the pre-market high, which is looking like it's doing. But with that being said, we already did have one green trade of the day. So this trade, I'm going to tell y'all, if we do get into one, it's going to be very, very, very conservative. All right, so we got into this trade. This was the first one of the day. We made 5%, traded with less than 1,000. If you guys know me, like, I like to trade very, very conservatively, but I am getting a bit more out of my comfort zone. All right, all right. All right, 18 seconds. I'm over looking at some potential calls for SPY. All right, all right. We got 7 seconds left on here. We're looking at September 3rd calls for a quick scalp. All right, I'm in there, but I feel like I got a bad entry. We're in the trade right there. We're in SPY calls right there. So let's see how it goes. Okay, okay. All right. SPY calls. Okay, looks like we're up $60 already. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go ahead and exit this trade. Very fast, very fast. All right, what happened that fast? 206. 206 is 28. My bad, y'all. Not used to doing this live, but sold out that quick. That quick, we got in and out of those calls. Very quick on the scalp. Very, very quick on the scalp right there. If you saw it, I didn't even have enough time to even signal my trade, put it in the Discord. It jumped up to profit target that fast. If you look at this candlestick, right when this 30-minute candlestick opened, it popped up. So it didn't even have time to really signal my Discord or anything like that. But I was looking for calls. Told you guys right there. Just craziness, crazy bullish momentum. So let's take a look. All right, I don't even know what it was. Let's see what the profit was. All right. So if you guys just saw a live trade, so I appreciate all of y'all for rocking with me. We got about 50 people. I did my very first live trade. I wish I was better prepared to show you guys. I wish I was better prepared to show you that, to be able to break it down and everything like that. But please give me a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat if you want to know what I was looking for. If you want me to recap why I was kind of bullish and why I was thinking about scalping some calls. All right, Tony dropped the 1. I appreciate that, Tony. Thank you so much. And we got some follows. Thank y'all for the follows. We got 1s from Pythagorean 7. Okay, even though we got some retracement right now, remember, we're already out of the trade. So we already got in and out that fast, already out of the trade right there. And so essentially, I want to break it down for y'all. Essentially, what we were looking for is, now, I'm not a gatekeeper, and my name's Curtis G. My TikTok live is all about options trading for beginners. Now, I'm going to go over this particular setup that was taught to me by like a mentor. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm the one who created this, that it's all on me or nothing like that. I'm going to go over the setup and the strategy, and then I'm going to show you who I got it from so you guys can go straight to the source. Now, as you already just saw, I'm more of a scalper. It took me less than a minute, 2 minutes right there to make that trade. Now, the first thing that we do is we want to mark out, we're looking at SPY on the 30-minute chart. We want to mark out the pre-market low. We want to mark out the pre-market high, which are these 2 white lines, right? We mark out the pre-market high and the pre-market low. And then when the market opens, you want to mark out where the market opened right here with this blue line. So let me bring this over just a little bit. Boom. So we got our pre-market low, we got our pre-market high, and then we got where the market opened up at. Now, after the first 30 minutes, if the first candle closes above the open, then it's an indication to kind of scalp some calls or to be a little bit bullish to the upside. If this first 30-minute candle closes below the open, then you want to scalp some puts. Now, normally, based on the opening price, we want to target either the pre-market high or the pre-market low. In this case, what we saw was this first 30-minute candle closed above the pre-market high, so that made this trade risky, but I still had confidence that we were still going to have at least some bullish momentum for the first part of this 30-minute candle, and that's what we saw right away right here. A quick little, as you guys see, boom, we did that right live with us. So it's a very simple strategy, and the cool thing about it is you can change the time frame. Now, me personally, I use the 30-minute and the 7-minute, but if you want to use the 45, if you want to use the 4-hour, the 1 hour, you can use those time frames. Or if you want to use EMAs, if you want to use VWAP, you can incorporate that. So the long and short of the strategy is really just a opening range breakout based off of the pre-market highs and the pre-market lows. But really quick, we are in and out and we are done. We got 2 green trades for Friday, which is super, super dope. 2 green trades for Friday. I didn't even get a chance because it went by so fast to alert my Discord doing this live with y'all. This is my first time doing the live trading. But as we can see here, this was the first trade of the day. That was green too. So very nice. Good way to end the week. Good way to end Friday. All right. Let me see. We got a question. How do I join your Discord? So the link is in the bio. You know what I mean? So you can join there. Please come through. We would love to have you. All right, Pythagorean 7 says exponential moving average, EMA. Yo, Marvin, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Let me scroll through you guys to look at any other comments. Let's see. Okay, no other comments, but I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Let's run up those likes. Let's run up those shares. Please, please, please. Big shout out to Mocha Ray. Thank you for coming through and joining the live. Thank you. Mocha Ray sent some roses. I see you. So as to be expected, we're currently looking at SPY. It's a good thing that we didn't get greedy. We went ahead and took our profits right away on that trade, and we're coming back down, which is to be expected. Now, what I think is going to happen is we'll have more of a retracement in this immediate moment on SPY to come down, but we might use the pre-market as a little bit of support, which is currently what's happening. All right. Keenan says you get in the SPY calls. That's right. Yeah, we did two SPY calls so far within the first hour of the trading day. We had 2 successful scalps on SPY calls, Keenan. So we are in and out. 2 green trades for the day. No need to continue to trading. Don't want to overtrade. Don't want to get greedy. This is how it looks like right here. You guys see that? Boom. So I'm really glad. I know a lot of you have been asking for me to do some live trading, but as you all know, I'm not a full-time trader. I do have a 9-to-5 gig. I do have a job. So I try to get on TikTok live whenever I can if I have space in the day in between meetings and things of that nature or on my lunch break. So I really wanted to make it a point to do some live trading today with you all. And as we all see, I was able to knock it out that fast. All right. So we got the user asking if there's going to be a bullish engulfing. That I don't know. So if you were on my live yesterday or throughout this week, I've been breaking down one of my favorite strategies or setups that I've back tested hundreds of times, and it's about a bullish engulfing that occurs above the previous day high. So if you guys want me to go over that strategy, that I've back tested that has basically a 75 to 80% success rate or win rate, drop a 1 in the chat. If you guys want me to go over my bullish engulfing strategy, please drop a 1 in the chat. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank you. We're getting close to 1,000. We're getting close to 1K. All right, we got 1 from Keenan. We got 1 from Will Arnold. All right, so you guys bear with me for a second. We're going to take this step by step. What we're going to go over right now is my strategy for bullish engulfings, right? So the first thing I want to show y'all is my back testing log. Now, I'm not going to front. I didn't make this up, but I'm very proud of it because I discovered it on my own. So here's my back testing Excel sheet. Let me bring it down so it fits within the view for TikTok. All right. I know this might be hard to see, but I'm going to start over here on the right hand side. Hold on. So if you're just now joining, what we're looking at is my back testing strategy. We've already did a live trade. So if you're just joining, you've already missed the live trade of the day. But what I want to show you all is this strategy that I back tested. And if you look over here on the left hand side of my Excel sheet, you can see by all of these different rows that I back tested this almost 200 times. I back tested this almost 200 times. And when the right parameters are present, there is an 80% success rate of this bullish engulfing strategy. So I want to break it down for you because we've got some questions in the chat. So let me break down this strategy. I'm very proud. I'm very happy. And I'm just super stoked out to share it with y'all. And the reason why I'm super proud of it is because it wasn't something that was directly taught to me. It was something that I kind of realized and learned on my own. And we actually saw this yesterday. So the first thing that we're looking for is a bullish engulfing. I think we saw it on Apple. Let me go to Apple. Give me just one moment. We want to go to Apple. All right. So the cool thing is I primarily tested this on SPY, but you can apply this to any ticker symbol, right? And we're talking about my bullish engulfing strategy. Let me show y'all. Let me let this load up. Give me just a second. All right, we're on the 30-minute chart. Of course, this needs to be updated. We want to put this on extended hours. All right, so currently we're looking at Apple, 30-minute chart, and I've only back tested this on the 30 minutes. So y'all bear with me, rock with me. But here it is right here. So the first step, you guys take your notes. I want to share this with you. I'm really proud to share this. The first step on this bullish engulfing strategy is when you recognize that there's a bullish engulfing. We're currently looking at Apple's chart from yesterday. If we see that there's a bullish engulfing that occurs, right? We have this bullish candle that completely engulfs this bearish one. First, that's the first thing that we're looking for. Then the second thing, or simultaneously, that we want to look for is we want to make sure that this bullish engulfing occurs above the previous day high. So we're looking at right here is yesterday for Apple. On the right hand side, we got yesterday for Apple right here. And then the previous day, which would have been Wednesday, there's a previous day high. So let me know you're rocking with me, right? So when you see a bullish engulfing that happens above the previous day high, according to the backtesting log, there's an 80% chance that the candle that you enter on is going to have a success rate right here. 80% chance. So this is primarily for scalping and primarily for looking at the 30-minute chart, this particular strategy. So let's say you see a bullish engulfing that occurs above the previous day high. There's a 30-minute chance that this candle that you enter on, this one right here, where my cursor's at, there's an 80% chance that this candle is going to be bullish, and that's exactly what we saw. Now, the next thing I want you to keep in mind and consider is, which we all know, is that, most candles have a bottom wick and a top wick, right? This bottom wick represents some pullback, right? This bottom wick represents some pullback. Oh my gosh, all right. All right, my bad, y'all. I keep getting these notices. I don't know if it's somebody in the comments or somebody that's reporting me, but whenever, like lately when I've been going live, I keep getting these notices from TikTok saying that my content is being restricted and that it's not going to come up in the live feeds, right? But basically, what I'm showing y'all is here we have a bullish engulfing. It occurs above the previous day high. So we got those first two steps. Now on my backtesting log, in this column right here, what I did was I went and I backtested all of the instances that were successful. What was the average pullback amount for the candle that you enter on? So if we go here and we entered on this candle, let me show you. If we entered on this candle right here, as you can see, there was some pullback. So you could potentially wait for this to drop down 10, 15, 20 cents. Enter into your calls and then scalp for a quick win right there. So that is a strategy that I'm really, really proud of. Right now, TikTok is really hating on me. Fabiola Lopez, thank you so much. I appreciate the roses. I appreciate the likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I know we had a little bit of a choppiness, but did that make sense to everybody on that bullish engulfing strategy? I can go over it one more time with SPY. Let me go ahead and just show the 30-minute chart. Y'all bear with me. We'll just look at a 30-minute chart only on SPY. Where is it at? Here we go. And let me show you. I think it was back at the Fabiola. Thank you for the follow. Okay, let's bring this down. All right, let's look for the follow. We're looking for, where's it at? I believe it's the 19th. Okay, I want to show y'all another example. And if you're just joining right now, we've already done our live trade. It happened very fast. TJ says yes. Donnell Shaw says in time future. Let me make sure I'm not missing any comments. Tony says thank you because I've never seen anyone trade live from Robinhood. I like that. I'm new to this. Yes, whatever I can do to give y'all value. Okay, here's another example. So I only trade currently right now. I'm only trading two strategies: the bullish engulfing, which I'm going over with y'all, and the opening range breakout. Right now, we're talking about the bullish engulfing. We just went over the Apple example, but let me give you an example from SPY. Now, I'm going to be straight up and down. When it comes to the bullish engulfing strategy, I've only back tested this and I've only used it on the 30-minute chart. But here we go. We're looking at SPY from August 19th. This is Monday. And what we see here is a bullish engulfing right here that occurred above the previous day high. So here's Monday, August 19th on SPY. Here's Friday. Here's Friday's high down here. So we got our first step completed, right? We got a bullish engulfing that occurred above the previous day high. And then like I showed you on the backtesting log, right? On average, there's at least a 20 cent drawback or a 20 cent pullback on the candle. So what you could do is instead of entering right away, instead of getting in right away, you could wait for this candle to come down to this area, getting your calls. That gives you more breathing room on your risk management and your tolerance, right? For your stop loss, you can wait for it to come down here, get in your calls, and then catch this ride all the way up. Yo. User 8918 or 108UR, we going to 63 then dumping. Liam protests, what are you using for backtesting? All right, Liam. So what I did, thank you for asking that, Liam. This is a manual backtesting log that I made on Excel. I did the date, I did the time that I saw the bullish engulfing, and then I was recording the symbols, but then I just said I'm just going to do SPY only. The next thing that I looked for was bearish lead up candles. Now, what does that mean? When in this column, for me, bearish lead up candles means was there more than one bearish lead up candle? If there was more than one, on my backtesting log, I put a 1. If there was only one, right, as we see here, there was only one bearish candle, I put a 0. And then I log the above or below the previous day high, which we see here. Let me go ahead and zoom in out. Here's our bullish engulfing. Here's the previous day high. It occurred above it. And of course, if it occurred above the previous day high, it occurred above the previous day 50%. It occurred above the previous day low. And then I just measured how much was the pullback. Now, every time the candle that we entered on was green or successful, I logged it as 100% or yes, it worked. If it didn't work, I put a 0 in there. And after going through this almost 200 times, I saw that there was an 80% chance that there would be a successful bullish candle. Now, I want to show y'all, if you guys want to create your own backtesting log in Excel, I know that you can do backtesting through TradingView. There's plenty of electronic or digital platforms that will do the backtesting automatically for you. But I think it's important if you're a new trader to do the backtesting manually so you get used to the discipline of going through the charts and looking at it. So if you guys want to know the formula that I use, that as you input your filters gives you the probability, here's the formula right there. It's very simple. All it is the equal subtotal, parentheses 1, and then the range of cells that you're looking at, and then the close parentheses. So what that does is, as you filter down and you're looking at your criterion for your trade setup, or you're looking at your filters, it'll update the probability of it being successful. All right, so Liam, does that make sense? I can break it down even more for you. Yo, thank you for the follows. Thank you for the likes. We're almost at 3K likes. We're almost at 3K. So if the backtesting log doesn't make sense, let me know and I can go over it one more time. Blissful, what's going on? Appreciate you for coming through. William says, love you, dude. Do you want to show another example? And I missed pre-market range example. Okay, let's start out with the pre-market range for the trade that we did today on SPY. So here we're looking at TradingView. We're looking at the 30-minute chart for SPY. Now, what we do is, before the market opens, or at least like within the last 5 minutes of the market, right before it opens, you want to mark out the pre-market low, You want to mark out the pre-market high, which I do with these two white lines. So these two white lines are the pre-market low and the pre-market highs. And then when the market opens up, you want to use any color that you want. But I use a blue line to show me where did the market open. And now, in the first 30-minute candle, if the market stayed above where it opened at after the first 30-minute candle closes, then I'm going in for scalps on calls. If this first 30-minute candle closed below where the market opened, so down here, then I would be scalping puts. Now, ideally, what you want to do is, or what you want to have happen is, you want this first candle to stay in between the pre-market high or pre-market low so that you can use them as profit targets. Like I said a moment ago, I was just thinking that this pre-market high would be a level of support. But ideally, what you want to do is mark out your pre-market high, mark out your pre-market low, and then after this first 30-minute candle closes, if it closes above where it opened at, you want to target the pre-market high for a PT. Or if it closed below where it opened, you want to target the pre-market low for a PT. Now, this works really, really good for scalping, but you can also do it on longer time frames. All right. On my mama says one more time. All right. Appreciate the follows. Sporting fan, thank you so much. Appreciate the follows, you guys. Please run up the likes. Please run up the likes and the shares. For some reason, TikTok is kind of blocking me. I got a notice a few moments ago saying that my content is restricted for some reason. I don't know if there was somebody who was just not feeling me and they reported me or whatever the case may be. But if you guys want me to do that one more time, just break it down. But we did do it live. We did show it. I'm very, very proud because this was my first time doing the live trading using this strategy, as you guys can see here. We did that live on Robinhood. All right. Appreciate that. So we're running it up. We got some backup of retracement, but we expected this to happen. We got 10 a.m. data that was released. We got 9 minutes left on this candle. All right. Good question. All my mama says, can you share who was your mentor? Thank you for asking that. I am not a gatekeeper. I'm all about sharing. So I want to show you guys the person who taught me this strategy. Let me show y'all really quick. All right, so if you want to get this strategy broken down to you in a step-by-step fashion, there's actually 7 full steps to the strategy. I'm giving you guys just the fundamentals, the foundation. And the reason why I'm not giving you the full 7 steps is because I don't think it's right that I give the sauce for something that I paid for or that was taught to me, So I want to let this person get just dues or just credit. So if you go over to Twitter and you look for Floyd Williams 46 or charts, this is the cat that taught me this opening range breakout strategy. Now on Saturdays, he does a presentation where he goes over everything. He answers questions, or you can hit him up and get a one-on-one session. So please, by all means, go show love to him. Go to the source. Go to the person who taught me. I'm not gatekeeping anything. I'm not hiding anything. I gave you guys the base, the fundamentals, which he said it was cool for me to do. But if you want the full, thorough, all 7 steps from beginning to end, you can ask all your questions, anything that's pertaining to you about your account size, stop losses, risk management, please go here. This is the guy that taught me the opening range strategy right here. His name is Floyd Williams 46, aka Charts. Dude is super dope, super down to earth and realistic. All right, Christian Evans, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. So yeah, I give you guys just a little bit of the base of the strategy, but in order to get the full 7 steps, get all your questions answered, this is who you want to tap in with on Twitter or X. Charts, or his username is at Floyd Williams 46. Okay, we'll go back to trading view. We got this retracement right here going on with SPY, a little pull down. It's somewhat expected, right? We've got a gap down here that could be closed, and it's Friday. I typically think that market makers like to take profits on Fridays, so we'll see how it goes. Now, we've got 6 minutes left on this 30-minute candle. If it closes below this open, then we would target the pre-market low for puts. You dig what I'm saying? If this candle closes below this open, 276-148-46267. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Any questions so far? I know we got a lot of people that are just joining. If you just joined my live and you want me to go over the recaps, put a 1 in the chat. I have 2 trading strategies. I used one of them today. We did 2 green trades. We did it live trading. I'm very, very proud of this live. We did the live trades today. You guys can see it on Robinhood. We did the live trades today. All right, Princess Dawn, Yada. Okay, so here we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go over both strategies. We're going to go over the one that I actually traded today. And then we're going to go over the other one that I also trade from time to time. So what we looked at, and keep this in mind, take this with a grain of salt and put this in your notebook. I use this strategy primarily for scalping. So we're looking at a live chart for SPY right now. The first thing that we want to do, and you can do this on any time frame, but the time frame that I use primarily is the 30-minute. So you can use this on any ticker symbol as well too. I like to use SPY and QQQ because they have the most liquidity and they have the cheapest contracts. Now, you want to mark out the pre-market high and you want to mark out the pre-market low. That's what I did with these 2 white lines. And then when the market opens up, you want to put a line where the market opened, just so you can visually see it and you can understand the chart. Now, for beginning traders, right, if you're just now starting with options trading, you want to wait for this first 30-minute candle to close. Now, if this first 30-minute candle closes above where it opened at, we want to target the pre-market high as our PT. And that's exactly what we did. Even though it closed above the pre-market high, there was still some breathing room to scalp some calls. And that's exactly what we did. We scalped calls and we were able to get in and out. But just to be safer, hold on, let me do this again. All right, just to be safer, you would not want to get in this trade once it hits the pre-market high. The only reason why I did it is because I'm really quick on my entries and my exits, as you guys saw. If you've been with my live all morning with me, you saw how fast I got in and out, even using Robinhood. Now, on the flip side, we've got about 3 minutes left. If this candle closes above where the market opened at, or below, pardon me, if this red candle that we're in right now closes below where the market opened, then we want to target the pre-market low as our PT for puts. So that's essentially how it works, right? So as a new trader, what you want to do is, if it hits either the pre-market high or the pre-market low before that candle closes, as we can see here, then you just want to stay away from the trade. Because clearly, look, we got retracement, we got pullback, as we can see here. So you just want to stay away from it. But let's just say it didn't hit that pre-market high, that pre-market low, then you can get in and go ahead and target those areas, those lines for your PTs. You dig what I'm saying? You guys feel me? So that's what we did, right? We got our pre-market high, we got our pre-market low. The market closed above where it opened up at, the price. We went ahead and scalped some calls. And the same thing here. Now, if this price on this candle closes below the open, then we want to target the pre-market low for puts. That would be our target. Now, the cool thing about this strategy is you can use VWAP, you can add EMAs, you can add simple moving averages, RSI, any of that stuff that makes you feel better or gives you more confidence in the trade. I just give you guys the basic fundamentals right there. We've got about 2 minutes left on this candle right here. All right, Shaba, thank you for the follow. CJ Sears, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Thank y'all for running up the likes. Thank you for the shares. All right, now we've got about 2 minutes left. Let me see if I can go over the other strategy for you guys. Now, the other strategy that I trade, and this doesn't happen every day, it is what I call a bullish engulfing strategy, right? Now, we did this live yesterday for Apple. We actually did this trade live for Apple yesterday. Now, the first step that you want to do is you want to identify, I'm going to do this a little bit more formal, you want to identify where the previous day high was on the ticker symbol that you're trading. So whether it's the Qs, or there's Apple, or there's SPY. And as we can see over here on the left, we see the previous day high is right here. Let me go ahead and mark that out so we can see it. So we've got the previous day high, which is about right here. I'll make it a white line. So now that we know where our previous day high is, the next thing that we want to look for is if a bullish engulfing happens above the previous day high. If a bullish engulfing happens above the previous day high, then you have a strong level of confidence that this candle that you enter in on is going to end green or end bullish. And so I back tested this right here. As you guys can see on my Excel spreadsheet, almost 200 times. I've got 192 instances where I back tested this, and there is an 80% success rate where if you enter on this candle, if you're looking for a quick scalp, and I'll give you fair warning, let me give you a disclaimer. I've only back tested this on the 30-minute chart. So on the 30-minute chart, if you see a bullish engulfing that occurs above the previous day high, then you have an 80% chance that this candle that you enter in on is going to be green or bullish. Now, the last step that you want to consider is that I went back, and every time that this worked out, every time that this was successful, I measured how much did the candle pull back, right? How much was that downside wick or the lower shadow? And on average, there is a 20-cent pullback on those wicks. So what you could do is, instead of jumping in right away on this candle, you could wait for there to be a pullback of 15 cents, 20 cents, then enter and then catch the ride up. So that is one that I'm really, really proud of. I'll show you guys again on SPY. You guys probably already seen this. I'll do it one more time and then I'll stop beating a dead horse. I know I might be sounding like a broken record, but if we go back to SPY on August 19th, that was the best example that was recent. All right, so here we got August 19th. We want to mark out the previous day high. So August 19th was Monday. We mark out the previous day high right there. We see that we've got a bullish engulfing. We actually had two of them, one right here and one right here. And we know that if we enter in, there's an 80% chance that the next candle will be green or bullish. And if you've got good patience or risk tolerance, you could just ride that up all the way, right? We saw our previous day high. We see a bullish engulfing, and then we just catch that up and we take calls to the upside. Hi, Sebastian. Thank you for the follow. Thank y'all. Okay, so it's been a dope morning. We did some live trading. It was my first time doing live trading with y'all. So for everybody who rocked with me, who went through the live trade, it was super fast. I didn't even have a chance to alert my Discord. And I guess that's why live trading is so valuable. We could see that right there. Didn't even have a chance to alert the Discord. We went over the two trading strategies that I use. And so if you guys want more content, I'll show you. If you go over to my YouTube channel, which is the same username, CurtisG24. So if you go over to YouTube and you search for CurtisG24, let me move you out the way. If you go over to YouTube and you look for CurtisG24, here's my YouTube channel right here. And here are, let me shrink this down so we all can see it. So I have all of my videos and all my trade recaps. Just in case you have any questions, you guys can come check them out on YouTube. All of my trading videos, all my trade recaps, I put them up here. So if you want more information, if you want to be able to look at the recaps, if you want to look at my trades, win, lose, or draw, whether I took an L, whether it was profitable, you guys can go here. All of my recordings, and then in my Discord, I put all of my screenshots, and then at the end of each week, I put all of my trading confirmations, and at the end of each month, I put in my broker statement so you guys can see. Here are my trading confirmations from the last weeks right here on Robinhood. I put the trading confirmations on there. End of the month, I'll put in the broker statement so you guys can see. So yeah, if you want more, and then if you're brand new, if you are brand new to trading, if you're brand new to options trading, put a 1 in the chat. If you're brand new and you're just starting your options trading journey, put a 1 in the chat, please. If you're brand new to options trading and you're just starting out your journey, put a 1 in the chat. All right, Princess Dime put a 1. So you got my first YouTube channel. My first YouTube channel is CurtisG24. That is where I put all of my daily recaps, all of my daily trades. I put them on CurtisG24. But if you're looking for a a long format course to get you started and to help you get your footing, I have another YouTube channel, which is Passive Income University. And this video right here, Options Mechanics Part 2, Tools for the Trade, is what you want to check out. This is my 2-hour course. It's free. It's on YouTube. You can go check it out. And it has all of the things that I look for in an options contract, in ticker symbols, how I set up watch lists, how I set up my stop losses, my risk management, everything that I do on a daily basis. You can go look for this video, Options Mechanics Part 2, Tools for the Trade. And that is completely free. It's on YouTube. It's about 2 hours. But if you're brand new to options trading, that'll get you started to help you get your footing. Yep. All right. I got a question that says, you know how to trade options on TradingView? Not yet. I don't know of any brokers that allow you to trade options directly through TradingView. I know that a few months ago, Webull made an announcement that pretty soon, maybe by the end of the year, you'll be able to do options trading with your Webull account connected directly to TradingView. And so I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to moving away from Robinhood and just doing Webull trading primarily. Obviously, if you were on my live all week, I've been saying the same thing. I'm very comfortable in Robinhood. That's my comfort zone. The user interface is very easy. I feel like Webull, especially if you're trying to trade on the phone or even on the computer, there's a lot of clicks to get back to where your trade is at. But that's just me not getting out of my comfort zone and not pushing myself. So with that being said, pretty soon Webull will be able to trade. So if you have TradingView, here's all the different brokers that you can connect directly to it. Now, I did have a Webull account connected to it, but I think they signed me out. But you can connect this way. But like I said, yeah, I'm looking forward to Webull being able to be connected directly to TradingView. I super dope live this morning. I'm super glad that we were able to do that live trade together. You guys have plenty of resources that you can go check out. So if you want to go to the person who taught me directly that opening range breakout strategy, here is his Twitter page. His username is FloydWilliams46. He does presentations on Saturdays, or you can do a one-on-one with him. Or if you want to go to my YouTube channels, here's one, Passive Income University. Those are where I put all my courses. Or you can go to my individual YouTube channel, and that's where I put all my daily recaps for trades. Here it is. So you guys got plenty of resources, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment on one of my videos or send me a message on TikTok or whatever the case may be. But here we are, knocked out the trades within the first hour of the market being open, and I'll be tapping in with y'all again soon. All right, peace.